Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Whooping crane. The whooping crane, Grus americana, is a majestic and iconic bird, renowned for its striking white plumage, impressive height, and the resonant whooping call from which it takes its name. Standing nearly 5 feet tall with a wingspan of over 7 feet, it is the tallest bird in North America and one of the rarest. These cranes inhabit wetlands and marshes, relying on such habitats for nesting, foraging, and survival. Height, 5 to 5.5 feet, 1.5 to 1.7 meters. Tall, making it one of the tallest birds in North America. Wingspan, about 7.5 feet, 2.3 meters wide. Weight ranges from 14 to 16 pounds, 6.4 to 7.3 kilograms. Appearance, they are strikingly large birds, standing about 5 feet tall, with a wingspan of up to 7.5 feet. They are mostly white with black wingtips, visible in flight, a reddish crown, and a long pointed bill. Breeding grounds, historically, they bred in wetlands across North America. Today, their main natural breeding ground is in Wood Buffalo National Park in Canada. The breeding season for whooping cranes typically begins in late April or early May and lasts through the summer. During this time, they exhibit fascinating behaviors and establish their nesting grounds. Wintering areas. They migrate to the Texas Gulf Coast, specifically the Aransas National Wildlife Refuge. Migration. They undertake long migrations between their breeding and wintering areas. Behavior and diet. Diet. Omnivorous, feeding on aquatic plants, insects, crustaceans, and small vertebrates. Social structure. They are monogamous and form lifelong pair bonds. Both parents care for their young. Conservation status. Population. Their numbers plummeted to just 21 individuals in the 1940s due to habitat loss and hunting. Through intensive conservation efforts, the population has increased to over 800 birds, including both wild and captive individuals. Conservation status efforts. Conservation strategies include habitat protection, captive breeding, and reintroduction programs. Innovative measures like using ultralight aircraft to teach migration routes to young cranes have been particularly effective. Sprague's pipit. Sprague's pipit, Anthus spraguei, is a small, elusive songbird that embodies the spirit of North America's vast grasslands. Renowned for its ethereal, high-pitched song delivered from astonishing heights, this bird is a true symbol of the prairie ecosystem. Though its plain, streaked plumage may make it hard to spot, its remarkable aerial displays and melodious calls set it apart. Sadly, this prairie specialist faces significant threats due to habitat loss, making it a focal species for grassland conservation efforts. Behavior. Flight displays. The bird is renowned for its elaborate flight songs performed by males during the breeding season. They fly high into the sky, singing a delicate and melodic song to attract mates and establish territory. Foraging. Feeds on insects and seeds, often foraging on the ground in a stealthy manner. Breeding nest. The nest is built on the ground, hidden among tall grasses, and is cup-shaped, often lined with fine grasses. Eggs. Lays 3 to 6 eggs, which are pale and speckled. Male Sprague's pipit. The male's plumage is slightly more vibrant and contrasting than the female's. He has a more pronounced streaking pattern on his chest and sides. During the breeding season, males may appear a bit more striking, with more defined marking. Female. The female tends to have a more muted, less distinct streaking pattern on her chest and sides compared to the male. Her overall coloration is somewhat softer, blending in more with the background of the prairie. Range. Found primarily in the northern Great Plains, including parts of Canada, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and the United States, North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana. It migrates to the southern U.S. and northern Mexico during the winter. Conservation status. Threatened. The species is listed as vulnerable due to habitat loss caused by agricultural expansion, overgrazing, and the decline of native prairie ecosystems. Conservation efforts focus on preserving and restoring native grasslands. Red-Cockaded Woodpecker. The red-cockaded woodpecker, Picoides borealis, is a small endangered species of woodpecker found primarily in the southeastern United States. It's known for its distinctive black and white plumage, with a white cheek patch and a small cockade of red feathers on the sides of its head, hence the name red-cockaded. These feathers are only visible in males and are a key feature for identification. Length, 8 to 9 inches, 20 to 23 centimeters. Wingspan, 16 to 18 inches, 41 to 46 centimeters. Weight, 2.0 to 3.0 ounces, 56 to 85 grams. Male red-cockaded woodpecker. Red-cockade. The most distinguishing feature of the male is the presence of a small patch of red feathers on the sides of the head, just behind the eye. This is the cockade that gives the bird its name. The red patch is only visible in males. Female red-cockaded woodpecker. No red cockade. Female red-cockaded woodpeckers do not have the red feathers on their heads. Instead, their heads are entirely white with a black cap. Habitat. They typically live in mature pine forests, especially longleaf pines. They prefer old-growth forests because these provide the dead, decaying trees, snags they need for nesting. Nesting. Unlike other woodpeckers, the red-cockaded woodpecker drills into living pines to create cavities for nesting. The tree must be mature enough to have the proper softwood for excavation. Diet. Their diet mainly consists of insects, such as ants, beetles, and other small arthropods that live on the trunks and branches of trees. Behavior. These woodpeckers are social, often living in family groups. The male and female work together to excavate cavities, and other family members may assist in raising the young. Conservation. The species has been severely impacted by habitat loss due to logging and fire suppression. Conservation efforts, including habitat restoration and reintroductions, are critical to their survival.